What is poppin', people? We got J-Bear here bringing you guys BBR Season 4 Draft Analysis. That's right, we are playing in the BBR this season. Isn't that fun? And yeah, BBR, just your standard run-of-the-mill Gen 9 Draft League. We're just getting it going straight from the get-go, which is pretty fun. Just kind of quick turnaround, run it, and let's have some fun. So, BBR, this season we got 18 coaches split into 2 draft pools. So relatively small draft pools, relatively small decks. It works out. Oh, by the way, we have a new logo. We're the Greavyard now. I like Greavyard a lot, so I figured new logo. Boom. And yeah, we shout out Brody. He did my slides. Yeah. Shout out D-Ray. He's running the league. Shout out Owen. We did tiers together. Alright, cool. Pokemon. Yeah, we got Chen Pao. Broken. 135 speed, 120 attack, Sword of Ruin. Makes the defense stat lower. Broken Stabs, Ice Dark. It's basically just Mega Weavile, which is what you love to hear. It doesn't have Knock, but neither does Weavile anymore. It's got an Ice Spinner or Icicle Crash, depending if you need that 5 extra base power for that negative 10 accuracy. But also that flinch chance. Whoo, baby. We've got Crunch and Sucker Punch for Dark Stab. We've got Sacred Sword. We've got, that's for fighting type move for steel types. We've got Ice Shard and Sucker Priority. We've got Recover because, I don't know, maybe we'll click Recover. We've got Swords Dance because hell yeah. And that's kind of all, but like that's kind of all you need to know about the Chen Pao. Kind of a demon. And that was at 3rd pick overall out of 9. Up next, Garchomp. Shout out Garchomp. He's cool now. He lost Scale Shot, RIP Bozo, but he got Spikes and Liquidation. So, and he cost a point less now. So, you know, might be a worthy trade. I don't know. It means we got him round 2, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, kind of Garchomp. He's kind of like Gen 6 Garchomp, but better. Is kind of how I'm viewing it. Gen 6 Chomp with Spikes seems very good. Meta does have a lot of Dragons faster than it, a couple Ices faster than it, a couple Fairies faster than it, but overall pretty good in a metagame with few Fairies is the main thing, and very few good ground resists. So I figured offensive Chomp, tank Chomp, every Chomp will be a fun Chomp. And yeah, up next, Glimora. I knew I was not getting Glimora back, and I wanted Glimora because it felt very good. It's got that rock poison typing, so it's basically like a mini Nihi, which is cool, but it has like top 3 broken abilities and fucking toxic debris. It's just like passive T-Spikes, and it's got some nasty coverage with the Energy Ball, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Power Gem. Kind of hits everything you need to, and you got like your Stealth Rock, your Spike, your Toxic Spike, which you're never really going to click with this thing because of Toxic Debris. You got Natural Toxic, which is pretty cool with Corrosion hidden ability. There's like some weeks that could be cool. And then you've also, what was the other thing that you got? 'Cause you got something. Yeah, Rock Polish, that was the thing. And yeah, pretty cool overall Pokemon. Kind of just like good. Oh, and Mortal Spin, so it can remove and poison things, which is cool. Figured that would be nice because this is a very removal light metagame, and I've got already 2 fantastic setters, so I figured Spin would be fantastic. And up next, I got Screamtail. There's like 3 fairies in the game. This thing helps check fightings very well. And I figured it'd be cool to have, you know, that really good check, and it's fast for no reason, and it has Wish, which could be cool for like a fat chomp. Getting that recovery is nice. It is very little bit passive, but like it doesn't have good attacking stats, but it has good coverage, strong moves, hazards, Perish Song, anti-setup. It has its own Calm Minds, can run like boost energy defense, and then be like a fucking nuisance to take down. So yeah, that's kind of Screamtail in a nutshell. I figured it offered some pretty good things for this team relative to what else was in like the pool, and fairy wise is just important. Although it does leave you a little bit weak to dark in a metagame with a bunch of darks, but I feel like I patched that up decently later on. And up next, I got Volcarona, and this is my first Terra captain. The way Terra's working in this is 18 total points for Terra captains, and each Terra captain can have one type. So I went with Terra Water on my Volcarona. I figured Quiver Dance and being able to switch type seemed very, very good for Volk. And Water helps it beat the opposing fires. And I don't need to click Terra necessarily right away, which would be cool. And it helps me beat rocks and stuff like that. So I figured Volk would be cool to do with the Terra Water. That was kind of my main idea with this thing, was just to pick it to be a Terra Captain. If not, I would have probably gone like Terra Steel Chomp or something like that. But I figured that setup would be really cool because my team kind of doesn't really have like consistent ways to like want to set up right now, which would be fun. And we have a spinner for it too already, so there might be weeks where we don't run boots. There might be weeks where I'm like, oh, I can Terra this early and not be weak to rocks. And Lost Roospus still got access to Morning Sun, which is good, and it has all of its coverage that it needs. Up next, we got RIP Dozo, the Don Dozo. Seems pretty fucking cool. Very fat, bulky water, especially on that physical side. And body press is pretty good and has access to like curse and stuff like that. And it can just be like kind of an overall menace. I really like Don Dozo. And I feel like its prowess was something that the team really needed, just like a solid bulky water to anchor this whole team together. I felt like would be very important. It does definitely act as an anchor, and we've got Screamtail wishes for it, which is kind of what I thought. Giving myself a bulky backbone on this type of style would be really nice. And it like helped with like weeks where I run like bulky chomp, and like I just felt like it plus Screamtail was a good complementary pairing. Up next, there's also like no steals in this meta, so I got King Gambit. I'm not 100% sold on King Gambit, but I figure it's not gonna be the end of the world. We are leaving ourselves a little bit fairy weak, but there's like 3 fairies in the metagame that are like scary. It's Azu, which beats most steals anyways. It's Fluttermane, and it's Iron Valiant, which beats steals anyways. So like, this is about as fine as we're gonna do. And I figured its offensive prowess is really good, and it's got that Supreme Overlord and that Defiant to be like an absolute king. And yeah, I just wanted to try it. I felt like it could be cool. It certainly seems like it has the makings of something that can be really strong. So I went with King Gambit here. I felt like, you know, fit the team well enough and added enough to my team to be a pick. Up next, I took mi amigo Flamigo. He seemed cool. He's kind of like a mini Gyapdos. He's got the stabs, which are very annoying to switch into. And then it's got U-turn, and then it's got Swords Dance, it's got Roost, and it's got Scrappy ability, which is pretty cool. So yeah, kind of does everything that I really need a Flamigo to do. I didn't really necessarily see anything else that I really wanted, truth be told, so I went with this thing, and I think it'll be good for my team. I might swap it out, we'll see. Up next, we got my boy Dunsparce. He can run Eviolite now. That's kind of all I was thinking. Eviolite Dunsparce seems pretty fucking menacing with everything that it can do, be fat, paralyze things, go burp, and roost, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is Dunsparce. He's an actual Pokemon now. You will respect Dunsparce. And he can rock. And then lastly, we got Bramblegast. He looks kind of funny. Oh, and my Dunsparce can Terra, because it's the only other thing that I could like pair with Volcarona that could be Terra. So we have a Terra Ghost Dunsparce. And yeah, Bramblegast can spin, can Strength Sap, can Spike. Yeah, and it can Spin Block, I suppose. So yeah, this is my team. We got kind of a baller squad. And yeah, with all of that being said, hopefully you find this team fun. Hopefully you find this team cool. Hopefully I find this team fun and cool. And I'll bring you guys week 1 next week. And yeah, check out all the other coaches. Like, subscribe, comment. You know the fucking YouTube drill. And yeah, until next time, BBR Pokemon out. Peace.